Top 10 Things to Do in Xi'an, China. Xi'an, the capital of Shaanxi Province in central China, is a prominent landmark on the eastern terminus of the Silk Road. Often referred to as the birthplace of Chinese civilization, Xi'an has been ruled by 13 imperial dynasties, the most for any city, and today holds claim to some of China's best preserved and most fascinating ancient structures. 10. Drum Tower. Named after the enormous drum within it, the drum tower beats at sunset to mark the day's end. It faces the bell tower, its twin tower, in the heart of Xi'an. Inside, you'll find a plethora of drums decorated in Chinese script. Visitors can enjoy musical performances, listen to the morning bell and evening drumbeat, and climb to the top of the 38-meter tower for an excellent view over the city. 9. Tomb of Emperor Jingdi. The tomb of Emperor Jingdi is the final resting place of the emperor of the Han dynasty and his queen. During his reign, Jingdi made a huge impact on the lives of his people, harnessing the powers of peace and diplomacy rather than warfare. Built between 188 and 141 BC in northern Xi'an, it's one of the city's most underrated attractions. Inside, there are two sections, the museum and the burial sites. The museum portrays over 2,500 years of history, including over 50,000 toy-sized terracotta figurines that were unusual for the time because they featured eunuchs, servants, and female cavalry. 8. Huaqing Palace. The Huaqing Palace, also known as the Huaqing Pool, is a royal palace and natural hot spring at the foot of Mount Li. With over 6,000 years of history, the hot spring has long been revered for its mineral-rich properties, and its healing powers for various skin ailments, rheumatism, arthritis, and muscular pain. 7. Great Mosque of Xi'an. The centuries-old Xi'an Great Mosque is one of China's most historic and best-preserved Islamic mosques. Constructed in 742 during the Tang dynasty, it's an unusual mix of Muslim and Chinese-style architecture. Facing westwards, towards Mecca, the Xi'an Great Mosque features Arabic archways, memorial walls, and pagoda-filled gardens. Explore the four courtyards, taking a look at the gorgeous wooden arch in the first courtyard. The stone arch in the second courtyard with its famous calligraphy, the Xingxin Tower in the third, and the large blue-roofed prayer hall in the fourth are major highlights. 6. Shaanxi History Museum. Shaanxi History Museum is the first modern museum in China, offering a brief overview of the country's 1,000-year-old history and cultural practices. Opened in 1991, the museum boasts 370,000 intriguing exhibits dating back to prehistoric times. The museum is reminiscent of the Tang dynasty architecture, with a 2-story central hall and 4 surrounding worship halls. Explore the exhibition halls, divided into 4 main groups: the Preface Hall, permanent exhibition halls, temporary exhibition halls, and an exhibition for Tang mural paintings. 5. Xi'an Bell Tower. The Ming-style Xi'an Bell Tower marks the city's geographical center and is one of China's most iconic landmarks. Originally built in 1384 by Emperor Zhu Yanzhong near the Drum Tower as a military command center, it was relocated as the city grew and used to mark time. The present-day tower was rebuilt in 1582 about 1,000 meters to the east using all of the original features, except for the base. Crafted out of wood, green glazed tiles, and touches of gold, the 36-meter tower is the largest and best preserved of its kind in China. Inside, visitors can climb the spiral staircase and admire the Ming and Qing style engravings, porcelain museum, a series of bronze bells and stone chimes, and continue upwards to the terrace for a view over the Xi'an's 4 cardinal streets. 4. Muslim Quarter. The Muslim Quarter forms the core of the Muslim community in Xi'an. Located in the heart of the city, it's home to more than 20,000 Muslims and is a bustling spot, particularly in the evenings. The quarter is well worth exploring. There are multiple mosques, including the Great Mosque, as well as affordable food and souvenir markets. The Baiyuanamen Muslim Market behind the Drum Tower has a host of Muslim-owned food stalls along a narrow, tree-lined street. 3. Big Wild Goose Pagoda. The Big Wild Goose Pagoda is one of Xi'an's most famous landmarks. A further 2 stories were added in 704 by Empress Wu Zetian, and its brick frontage was refurbished during the Ming dynasty. The Buddhist pagoda can be found within the complex of Da Xi'an Temple, built to honor Tang Emperor Li Ji's mother. The pagoda was used mainly as a storage area for Buddhist figurines brought back from India in the 7th century. Inside, the walls are engraved with Buddha statues by celebrated artist Yan Liben. 2. Xi'an City Wall. The ancient Xi'an city wall that surrounds the city is the first thing you'll see when you visit Xi'an. It's the best preserved city wall in China, and one of the largest ancient military defensive systems in the world. Xi'an was once a fortified city 7 times larger than today's city center. It was built in 1370 during the reign of Zhu Yanzhong, the first emperor of the Ming dynasty, as a way to protect the city. The original structure was made from soil, quicklime, and glutinous rice extract, and later enclosed in brick. While the wall was rebuilt throughout the years, it still divides the city into inner and outer sections. 1. Terracotta Army. The Terracotta Army is an enormous collection of life-sized terracotta sculptures of the Imperial Guard, about an hour's drive outside of Xi'an. Spread across 3 underground chambers, the miniature army was built in 246 BC to protect Emperor Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of unified China, who took the throne when he was just 13, in the afterlife. The impressively detailed army remained undiscovered until 1974, when it was found by well-digging workers. Handcrafted from yellow earth, a clay-like substance found at the site, it took over 700,000 people and 40 years to complete. Today, most of the terracotta warriors are remarkably intact, even after centuries of exposure.